What we do here is go back.
What's happening, Wolfpack and Cool Kids? It's your boy Caesar So Cool, and I'm back again with another video. This time I got another reaction for you guys. Bruh. 10 of the youngest moms, bruh. Okay. Why am I reacting to this shit, okay? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. These are some badass kids that need to get their ass beat, period. Now, unless some of these kids ended up on this countdown, unfortunately, due to something like rape or something like that, they get a pass. But if it's just some hoochie mamas in this countdown that just couldn't wait to get loose and have a baby, then we gonna go straight at their head. Fuck them. Somebody need to whoop their motherfucking ass. Ain't nobody got time for no babies having babies. You know how old I was when I first, man, forget all that. Let's just jump right into the video, guys. Put my fucking headphones on for this shit. There we go. Hey. Oh,
hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at the 10 youngest mums of all time. If you guys think shows like 16 and Pregnant are crazy, then you're not going to believe this. Make sure you guys watch till number 1 because the youngest mum ever recorded is on there. And some of the stories as to how these people got pregnant are really messed up. Drop a like if you enjoy. Let's aim for 4,000 likes on this video because it really does help me out. So coming in at number 10, we have Zumba Guadalupe Morales. Now this one is kind of messed up as to how Zumba got pregnant. Now she gave birth at 8 years old. Yes guys, 8 years old, and this is only number 10. She's from Mexico, and the reason she got pregnant was because she was raped by her uncle at a very young age. In 1993, she had to give birth by cesarean section in a hospital, which can really mess up your body, especially if you're just a kid. Anyway, she gave birth to a 7-pound baby boy. The bizarre thing was that Zumba and her baby were absolutely fine after the birth, which is kind of strange seeing as some mums who are around 12 and 14 actually have something go seriously wrong when they give birth at that age. But thankfully not for Zumba Morales.
Wow.
So coming up next is Hilda Trujillo. This girl was also 8 years old when she gave birth. She was from a poor Peruvian family who lived in a one-room apartment, and in 1957 she gave birth to a 6-pound baby girl. She was apparently raped by her cousin who was 22 years old. What's crazy is that the cousin was actually living with them at the time. One day Hilda's mum noticed her stomach was growing abnormally big, so she took her to the doctors where she found out that Hilda was pregnant. Imagine a doctor telling you your 8-year-old daughter is pregnant. Now I don't know exactly what happened to the cousin after her parents found out, but I'm sure it wasn't pretty. Coming up next is Griseldina Acuna. This girl was only a few weeks older than 8 when she gave birth. She was from a Colombian family, and in 1936 she gave birth to a baby boy weighing 5 pounds.
Wow.
It was later found out she'd been sexually abused by a family friend who made her pregnant. I assume he was no longer a family friend after they found out. Anyway, at the time of her giving birth, which was 1936, she was the youngest mum of all time. And remember guys, she's only number 8 on the list. But anyway, luckily she survived the birth and so did her kid. And if either of them didn't, I guess it would make the former family friend a murderer as well as a rapist. Coming up next is Anna or Anya. So this girl, known as Anna or her pseudonym Anya, is one of the youngest mums ever. She got pregnant at the age of 7 and gave birth to a baby girl in the year 2000. She gave birth in an underfunded hospital in Russia, and even the doctors said they were surprised she lived. According to police reports, her 13-year-old neighbor had raped her. That is so fucked up. I can't believe another kid actually did that to her. But anyway, luckily he was arrested, and now Anna lives a kind of normal life. Obviously she's a really young mum because she's 24 right now and her kid's only 16, but at least she doesn't have to face abuse ever again. Next up on the list is Mum Z. Now this is kind of a double whammy, and you guys will understand why I say that when I get to the mum after this one on the list. Basically, this girl belonged to a tribe on the Nigerian island of Calabar, where the tribe leader called Chief Akiri has sex with the girls of the tribe at a really young age. Don't ask why, it's just their culture. And I don't mean to offend them because it is their culture and everything, but in my opinion that's absolutely crazy. Anyway, Mum Z gave birth at just 7 years old. Her kid was fine and so was she, but it's really shocking how young she gave birth at. Well, at least to us it is. It's actually commonplace in the tribe. And coming up next on this list is Z. And from the name, you guys may be able to guess why I said this was a double whammy.
That's the daughter?
Right, Z is the daughter of Mum Z. And obviously she belonged to Chief Akiri's tribe as well. Now she didn't actually have sex with Chief Akiri, but one of his friends or relatives. But anyway, she got pregnant when she was just 7 years old, kind of like her mum, Mum Z. But because of Mum Z giving birth at age 7 and Z giving birth at age 7, that meant that Mum Z was a grandma grandma at the age of 14, which officially makes her the youngest grandma of all time. So coming up next is Anna Mumenthala. Now this one happened so long ago, all the way back in 1859, but it's still crazy, guys, trust me. So this one happened in Switzerland and is actually one of the saddest ones on this whole list. Basically, a girl called Anna Mumenthala was raped by a relative of her parents, and then she ended up giving birth at the age of 7. She was taken to hospital after she wouldn't stop crying and her stomach was getting really big. The really sad bit about this story is that she gave birth to a stillborn baby, which means the baby died as it was being born. I guess it means she doesn't have to have a baby she didn't want in the first place, but it's still really fucked up. And also, that technically means the person who raped her is also a murderer because her baby died. The reason the baby died was because this was so long ago they didn't have the technology we have now in hospitals. To be honest, I'm just glad she didn't die because there was actually a big chance of that happening, because as I said, the technology wasn't very good back then. So coming up next is H. Now I know what you guys are thinking, why are they just called H? Well, that's because they wish to remain anonymous, but the first letter of their name begins with a H. So we're just gonna call them that for this video. So this was a girl from India who gave birth at 6 years old to a 4-pound baby girl.
Wow.
She had to have a cesarean section, and as I said before, that can be really bad to have as a kid. She was firstly taken to hospital because of a tumor, but the doctors later realized it was a baby. I know the doctors didn't see it was a baby at first, but this was in the 1940s, guys, so don't hate on the doctors too much. Anyways, at the time, she was the youngest mum ever, and if you guys think that a 6-year-old mum is crazy, just wait until number 1. So coming up next is Yelisaveta Grashenko. So this mum from Ukraine was a victim of rape by her 70-year-old granddad. He raped her just a few days before her 6th birthday. The doctors recommended cesarean section, but for some reason the parents insisted she have a natural birth. Seriously, your daughter's got raped and all you care about is how she's gonna have birth. Guys, please never argue with a doctor, they know what they're doing. Anyway, she managed to give birth to a baby girl with lots of support from hospital machinery, and amazingly her baby survived even though doctors didn't think it would. So coming up last on this list is Lena Medina. Now this is officially the youngest mother of all time. So she gave birth at only 5 years old. Yes guys, that's right, 5 years old. And she originally got taken to hospital because her parents thought she had a tumor, but it turns out she was pregnant with a 7-month-old baby. A little while later, Lena gave birth to a baby boy by cesarean section. What's crazy is that after she gave birth, doctors discovered that Lena had a disorder that gave her fully mature sexual organs at just 5 years old. But who was the father of this baby, you're probably asking? Well, her father was arrested because Lena said it was him, but he was later released because of lack of evidence. How do you not trust someone who got raped about who it was? I have no clue, but anyway guys, that one is crazy. And that just about wraps up this video. Check out the poll in the top right corner and you guys can vote for the mum that shocked you the most. For me, it's Lena Medina, just because I didn't know a 5-year-old could even get pregnant.
Me too.
But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe.
Guys, I'm pretty upset right now because I started this video off just going ham, saying like if they was hoochie mamas and blah 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 blah. Guys, everybody on the freaking list was raped. Literally, they all are on the list due to some idiot raping them. We got 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds on the list. Guys, we got kids becoming grandmas on the list, all because of traditions. We have a lot of fucked up shit going on in this world. It's 2017, guys, and if somebody don't step up and start to change this shit, we're all gonna go down, seriously, in like a big ass ball of fire. You don't believe me? Read the freaking Bible. This is some bullshit. I don't know what the fuck I even ended up on this page watching this shit for. Like, this shit just ruined my day. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed the video because it is educational, because I'm sure some of you didn't know that these things actually took place. And for the most part, I gotta say something, man. Give it up to United States of America. I doubt we was even on that list because we ain't even that fucked up. It's just fucked up countries out there. And long story short, guys, we gotta keep praying and praying for the kids because they are like literally, they have no form of protection. How can they protect themselves from being raped? They're so young, they're so little, and then they're having babies. It's just crazy. But I don't know, guys, I can't even go on talking about the subject. Hopefully you liked the video. If you didn't, it's okay, I definitely understand. But we have another reaction for you guys, hopefully to keep you happy, since I definitely just ruined somebody's day. Peace.